No, it wasn't, guys. We
No,
know better.
No, it was God.
It was
God. Crazy.
It was Jesus.
Yes, Jesus.
Oi, guys, how's it? I'm here with my friend, Scotty.
Oh,
What?
already? Okay.
I'm here with my friend Scotty
Yes.
on this sunny fall day, and he's gonna take us on a tour of his bus that he's currently living in full time right now. So
House.
let's go.
This used to be an ugly yellow, I don't even remember where it was from. It was horrible. I had to scrape all the lettering off, and I painted the whole bus white, and then I painted this second layer red. It turned out pretty nice for a guy who's never painted before. So if you don't think you got painting skills, I did this, you can make your own bus. I think more people should build buses. So then I got Chain of Giving painted right here. And that's probably the most awesome thing to me, because that's what this whole mission is about, what the whole journey is about, is just giving back to people and hopefully to create this cycle and this chain of giving. So like when I help somebody, hopefully it encourages them to pass that on and help others. And that's what it's about. It's just the journey God has me on right now. And that's why I travel full time, is to love on people and help them. So Chain of Giving, this is what this whole bus is even started for. On the back, I needed some storage for my generator and my propane tank, so I just bought this piece of metal and extended it out, put wood on top of it, and now you got an outdoor back porch. Under here are my 2 propane tanks for running my mini fridge and my my stove in there whenever I use it, and then I just have an air compressor bolted back here. And then of course you got to have the backup camera, because it's incredibly hard to see behind these things. My stop sign is actually still functionable, so if you got any ideas, I've been trying, I ask my friends all the time, what should I put on my stop sign, because I can still open and close it. So if you got any ideas, let me know what to put on my stop sign, like love, or I don't know, a quote, scripture, I don't know, anything. Let's check it out. This is home. This is where I keep most of my clothes, are down here. And then I just got more storage in here, just all kinds of stuff. This used to be my couch, but now it's my bicycle rack. This is my motorbike, and helps me get around the towns, because I used to walk and that was horrible. So now I got a new ride, and it takes up my couch. We got the mini fridge in here. We got a stove. I usually don't use it, but it's here if I do. Just a lot of different cool words help to kind of remind me of what I'm actually doing, and I'm on this journey. This is the dining room, the beautiful dining room. This wall actually will drop and make an actual table for the dining room, so it's pretty beneficial. I don't use it too much, but it's another one of those things that when I need it, it's there. This is where I just keep all my main clothes that I hang up, like jackets, and more storage up here. Just where I keep all my extra. These latches, I just kind of designed, I just took a bunch of different pieces. This is actually a door lock that it just helps to keep, because see, this will, while I'm driving, bang, and so I just put that in there, and now it's secure. So like I put a latch on this side. It's very scary when you're driving and all of a sudden you hear boom. So I made sure I put latches and different things, and so then I got more stuff over here. This is just like my countertop. Usually I just put stuff, and I haven't figured out what to put in the jars, so if you got any ideas, let me know, because I put them there, but I don't know what to put in them. I store my food right in this area. I don't keep much. I've got my books over here, because I've learned a lot about reading, and reading is the most powerful thing we can do for ourselves. So self-knowledge. I got all kinds of books. I got leadership books. I got biblical books to learn more about God and be real, and you know, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the 4-Hour Work Week, Start With Why. Right here is my dining room area, but these seats that are for the table actually flip down, and when you flip this side down and you flip the other side down, the bed actually is a Murphy bed and falls down on top of these, and that's where I sleep. So it's kind of like a hidden bed and kind of keeps everything behind it. And so this is just more storage that it actually just is a pantry that just kind of pulls out, and you can store more stuff up in the top or the bottom. That a lot of the writing are just people that I meet along the way, people that I love, people that you know, back home, people that I meet in different states. So it's really cool. And it helps me remember the stories that go along with all the people I meet. This is a guy I met playing Ultimate Frisbee right here. And just a really incredible guy my age. This guy, I think I met him back in Missouri. And no, it was near Chicago. And he owns the Wiener Wagon, so he put the Wiener Wagon up there. My favorite, though, has to be the homeless guy that drew me the picture that I met. And I just met him back in Missouri, Springfield, and he drew me this picture up here, and it's pretty incredible. Hoping to get more signatures. Hopefully we'll get old Joe Ellen to sign one on here. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. It's my home. So hopefully I'm coming to a town near you. That would be awesome. If you see me, say hello, because I love meeting people. I've met some crazy people along the way.
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
So.
We're rolling.
We're rolling. So Scotty, tell me a little bit about. Tell me a little bit about.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Chain of Giving bus.
Really, to me, it's just about bringing hope and joy and faith. Because like we live in such a devastating time right now that I think that's just kind of why God's put me on this mission. And so really Chain of Giving is just this hope of bringing all of that back to people in small ways. It's not, you know, because everyone, they want to like change the world, but like if you just change one person, they change a person, they change a person, they change a person, then it's a lot more effective than you trying to one person change everybody. Traveling's great. I love traveling. That's part of it, but if everywhere I go I can impact at least one life, which sometimes it's more, sometimes it's one, sometimes it's none, sometimes it's myself, but every time it's still so fulfilling.
So how long have you been on the road, like full time then?
3 weeks.
3 weeks so far.
3 weeks in a day.
Yeah.
So full time
so
traveling.
It's incredible to hear his stories of the fact that he has only been on the road for like 3 weeks, and he's already come across so many amazing people.
I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. No, I was in Paris, Texas. Okay, this is like the first stop that I've made. I left like a day, and I got there that night, and I wake up to leave the next morning. I pull into a gas station, and I fill up my bus, and I'm like, man, like this is gonna be an expensive trip. This lady comes pulling up in her truck, flying in, and I'm about to leave, and she comes running up to the door right here, and is like, oh, I love your bus. Can I check out your bus? She asked me about what I'm doing in the Chain of Giving, and I told her, and I was like, I just left. She's like, I love what you're doing. Can I give you some money? And I was like, well, I usually don't, but you know, if that's what you want to do. She takes her wallet, hands me all the cash in her wallet, right? And so I didn't count it at first, but it ended up being 2 20s and 8 1s. I was like, if my gas is like $40, I'm gonna flip. I went and filled up when I got to Tulsa, and it was like $40.25. Yeah. So the lady had given me exactly the amount of money that I needed. It was like incredible.
So crazy,
Yeah, I usually go to like a fast food restaurant to just get online and just kind of figure out what I'm gonna do in the town. Figure if there's places to volunteer, this or that, and the internet wasn't working, which is weird, you know, and coincidence, right? Coincidence, and.
No, it wasn't, guys. We know better.
No, it was God.
It was
God. Crazy. But...
It was Jesus.
And so I see this guy outside, and at first I was kind of like, oh man, he's going to say something. He's going to ask me for money. Yeah. And I walk out the door, and he asked me for money. And I was like, yeah, man. He's like, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. He had tattoos on his neck. He didn't have a shirt on. Yeah. The dude had actually just gotten out of prison a few years earlier for stabbing a guy, come to find out. We were talking.
Radical.
Yeah.
Radical.
So we start talking, and he's like, thanks for talking to me. He was just so grateful that I was even taking time to talk to him. Forget the money, just that I was talking to him. Yeah. Because it's like most people see my tattoos and like they don't want anything to do with me. And I was like, man, I'm not scared of you. I love you, man. And he says, yeah, I'm an artist. I love to draw. And so I was like, bro, I said, I'll give you $20 if you draw a picture on my bus.
Get on my bus.
Yeah, get on my bus. He got up, and while he was drawing, like I just started sharing my story, and I was like, what's your story, man? And we started talking about God, and like it was so emotional. It was incredible. For 30 minutes we were just talking about God while he drew that up there. And I ended up giving him a book of mine, and not that I wrote, but a book I had. Yeah.
Scotty's not an author.
Not an author. You can't go buy my book. When he walked across the street to leave, he turned around and he said, I love you, man. And I was like, dang, like, holy cow, that's what God has me here for. when he left, he was like, bro, you don't have to pay me the $20. He's like, I don't even want the money. And the homeless dude, like, he was asking
who wouldn't want,
But I gave him something of so much more value. So the next stop is going up around the Great Lakes, hopefully. And what is it called? Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto, Canada.
Yeah, Toronto, Canada. I don't know. I literally wake up, I say, I want to go here. I say, I want to stay in the town. That's what I do usually.
Yeah.
So
I'm not jealous.
Nah.
It's fine. Whatever.
it's great, but it does have its downfalls.
It does, it would,
And head down the East Coast towards Georgia.
Yeah.
Hopefully stay in Georgia or Florida, one of the two, or somewhere in that area. I don't know. Who knows? I don't even plan tomorrow. If you want to follow my journey.
Plug him right now.
If you want to follow my journey, Chain of Giving Bus on Facebook. That's where
I'll link it in the description.
Yeah, that's where you can find a lot of my stories. Sometimes I don't post all the stories because I think some of them are just meant for me. But I put a lot of stuff on there. I put where I'm going, where I'll be at. Chain of Giving Bus.
Yeah, Chain of
It's on
Giving
the
Bus.
side.
It is very inspiring. Like,
it's cool.
I enjoy his
cool.
posts about like just the stories, like the people he meets and the places he goes. Like it's really cool to like keep up with like where he is, and just like to like if you guys want to like start following him, just like pray for him too, like as he's going. I hope you enjoyed Scotty's stories and the grand bus tour. That's what I have for you, and until next time, guys, remember to love it and to love life.